Alright. I know what happens. I understand the problem now. So every time I have to type steps, the problem is not I accidentally get something. The problem is my hotkey is bad. My hotkey should be something that I will not press on, so I will not stop the stream. Cause every time I do the hotkey, it's going to stop the stream. I understand everything now. Sorry, it never happens when I'm doing games. Okay, let me do everything real fast. Let me restart everything again. Okay, chat. Where's chat? Lack of chat. Chat is okay. I see chat. Okay, so start streaming. I need some button to stop streaming, and then I will not press on, which is let me think. Well, I press on. That's too odd. How about that? How about I just never use any hotkeys for this stream? That feels so weird. I don't have any hotkeys to stop the stream. How about that? Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Okay, so right now, nothing should stop the stream. Cause I had hotkeys and I forgot to erase because I was doing gaming all the time. And right now I'm not doing gaming, I have to type stuff. Every time I type something, it's going to trigger the hotkey. And it's going to stop the stream. Okay, I understand everything now. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Oh man, that was so stupid. And then chat, you guys are your chat box is missing. Chat box, come back! I cannot let you guys see this because I will go to my own streaming settings on YouTube. I will real fast find back the streaming link for the chat box to appear. Alright, chat box, do your stuff. Chat. There you guys are. Where's chat? I fucking cannot see chat right now. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Let's just start. Okay. I erased the hotkey. I erased the hotkey. Everything should be working right now. Cause every time that my hotkey for stopping the stream is listing. And every time I tapped on it, it's going to stop the stream. And I never knew that because I am not gaming today. Reason, normally if I'm gaming, this would never will happen because you never have that kind of problem for hotkeys when you're gaming. Okay, I have no hotkey. Nothing should be stopping me right now. Okay. Catchfish time. Continue. Let's continue. Okay. Everything should work now. I hope. Catch fish time. I'm so afraid. Gosh, it was very stupid. Okay. Just take this as a just chatting stream. Okay? Just chatting stream. Jump 50 minus. Like, I know this has nothing. Like, when you're playing the game, you will not count the frames or whatever. But this is just my hobby. Okay, this is my hobby. I want to torture myself to do this times 5. Oh, also, the hotkey for this reminds me. You also. Okay, I'm just going to erase every single hotkey for not bringing up the whatever the thing I had. Frame. Oh, I need to calm down a little bit. That was, wow, that was chaotic. That was really chaotic. Okay.
If you fail to catch his fish, this equation will determine how long he locks your monitor for, which on 20 AI equates to 8.33 seconds.
It's 8 seconds of locking your camera really long? I'm not sure. Come on, internet.
How long he locks your monitor for.
8 seconds. Okay. Oops, no, wrong one. Lock camera? Lock cam time. Is it times 10? Frame. AI means like how difficult you are going to set for each animatronics, right? It's interesting they're using frames to count. So, okay. I remember you gotta press C to do the ultimate consequences game. I think I have too much on.
AI equates to 8.33 seconds. Ballora is next.
Hold on, I haven't finished. So the controls. Where's the control? Open catch fish is C. You gotta press C to catch fish. Hey, I'm thinking maybe this can become a book for UCN, you know, like a video game guide. That would be really cool to catch fish. Cause like older video games have video game guide, like a guidebook, and I have a lot of guidebooks for The Legend of Zelda. I have guidebooks for Tears of the Kingdom and Twilight Princess. Like I am really interested in reading guidebooks, you know. So I am always very interested in writing those myself. I know this is completely unnecessary. So it's going to spawn his screen in the office as a minigame. Alright, next one. Done, because we have 50. I'm not sure how much I have right now. I think it's half of those already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Almost half. We have 50 animatronics, chat. We're almost half of those already. We're halfway through. Come on. Okay, let's continue. As soon as I'm done with this part, I will be streaming UCN. Hopefully this week. Hopefully. Ballora is next. Ballora. Oh my gosh, I hate Ballora in Sister Location. Her part was so annoying. How to spell Ballora? Like my only hatred towards Ballora is the save point in Sister Location. Like when you die to Funtime Freddy on night 2, you gotta go back to the Ballora section again, which you have to crawl through the Ballora gallery, right? Ballora gallery? Is that the correct word? That's just so annoying for me, because the Funtime Freddy one is, to me, at least for someone who is the first time playing Sister Location, you gotta fail, right? You're going to fail, and it is so unfair that you have to restart from the Ballora gallery again.
14 seconds. Ballora has an AI in 40.
Go back.
Seconds. Ballora is next. Every 14 seconds, Ballora has an AI in 40 chance to attack from either hall.
either hole every 14 seconds. How do you spell attack? Wrong one. Alright. That's safe. What do you mean by
The music
either
volume will
hole?
increase by 1 per frame, along with the lights beginning to flicker 100 frames into her attack. You by 1 per frame, along with the lights beginning to flicker 100
What is wrong with that video?
frames. Next, every 14 seconds, Ballora has an AI and 40 chance to attack from either hall. Her music volume will increase by 1 per frame, along
Increase. So the noise has something to do with Music Man and the vents animatronic. Is that true?
along with the lights beginning to flicker 100 frames into her attack. You will always have 170 frames or 2.83 seconds to react to Ballora's attack, regardless of her AI level. She will disable all of the cameras until her attack is done, but you can still watch Plushtrap and Foxy during this disabled state. It's purely visual. Night Marionette is up.
Whoa,
An
hold
AI
on.
and
How
40
do you
chance
deal
to
with
attack from
Ballora?
either hall. Her music volume will increase by 1 per frame, along with the lights beginning to flicker 100 frames into her attack. You will always have 170 frames or 2.83 seconds to react to Ballora's attack.
How do you deal with Ballora? Do you just close the door? Oh, wrong one. I guess I will learn it from the actual game. 2.83 second to react to Ballora when she disable all camps. Is that the correct way to spell Ballora? Yeah, it is. Alright. So she's going to appear at the hole. I don't really understand how to deal with Ballora. Just like I don't understand how to deal with Ballora in sister location in actual SL. So she's gonna appear in hallways. Appear. Alright. So let's save it. This is the 25th animatronic. Chat, we are halfway through our animatronic, that's everything. That's everything for animatronics. We are halfway through. Once I'm done with this, I will stream UCN. Okay. Next. I gotta speed up. Who is next?
Regardless of her AI level. She will disable all of the cameras until her attack is done, but you could still watch Plushtrap and Foxy during this disabled state. It's purely visual. Night Marionette is up next, and he's one of the most difficult threats present within the actual—
Oh, Night Marionette is really cool. I really like his mechanism in UCN. Where do you see? Here you are. So, oh my gosh, this word is so hard to spell for me. Are you kidding me? You gotta be a little bit smaller. Thank you. That's so annoying. Okay. Like, I really like the mechanism for Night Marionette. Like, is that something to do with your pointer? Am I right? Let's go.
office of UCN. He'll spawn into the office and will require you to have your cursor off of him. If it's on him for too long, he'll slowly materialize and
Okay.
Eventually jump scare you. Night Marionette is pretty interesting, and there's a bit of weird stuff that we have to go over here. When the night first
Cursor off him. Cursor. Cursor off him. Is Night Marionette a female or a male? He's gotta be a male, right? He's a male. Cursor off, and okay, here's the part.
Starts, Night Marionette will randomly spawn based on a random number generated from 1 to 6. The value of 1 to 4 means that he's in the office, and 5 to 6 means that he's in the upper left corner where he's not visible but can still jump scare you. More on this later. As for his actual jump scare timer, he has a counter that starts at 255 progress.
Okay, this part is interesting. He said 1 to 4, so for anything that's 5 or 6, like he's going to spawn at the bottom left corner, which is this place. Like the very top, the top left corner here is where he spawns. Like this is such a cool mechanism that Scott has added. That is super cool. Row. Spawn area. How do you describe this? Spawn area 1 to 4 middle screen. You have to be like this. Go back. Okay, that's annoying. Middle screen. Or top left corner, which is invisible. Like you cannot see him, but he is actually there on the top left corner. That's very, very cool. Okay. I think this should be over here. This is like behavior. And this is equation. So this is the animatronic column, and this is the behaviors. This is the equation. This is the counter. Like how do you deal with each animatronic? Let's continue. I want to change the music. No copyright. Nintendo has copyright. No copyright. I need no copyright music. This one is fine. Like, okay.
When your cursor is over Night Marionette, it subtracts AI divided by 5 plus 1 from his progress every frame.
Interesting. So it subtracts. Unlike some of them trying to give, like the bar increases. Normally there are increases, especially in FNAF 6. Like I also have watched a lot of like AI equations in FNAF 6, and those are really interesting. Start. Subtracts. Am I doing something wrong? Yep. AI minus 5 plus 1. When the cursor is on. Alright.
Giving you 51 frames or 0.85 seconds to get off of his head before he jump scares you on 20 AI. When your cursor isn't on Night Marionette, his counter will increase by 1 every frame.
0.85 seconds, that's really fast. And then bar increases 1 per frame, I mean, when cursor off. Okay. I hope I can finish this today, so I can stream UCN as fast as possible.
Night Marionette will only be able to randomly roll another number between that 1 to 6 range when his progress is at 255 and he's fully phased out, in which case he'll roll every second. You can see in this image here all of Night Marionette's possible spawns, and
every second?
He'll roll in the 6 range when his progress is at 255 and he's fully phased out, in which case he'll roll every second. You can see in this image here all of Night Marionette's possible spawns and each index that they correspond to. Now, as you saw earlier, Night Marionette has some weird jank with the top left corner. Basically, in order to keep Night Marionette from constantly spawning in the office, Scott added a location on the very top left pixel of the office.
So he can actually spawn like he has a chance to spawn every single second, but because spawning every second will be like hell, so that's why Scott added him like right here on the top left corner. Yeah, so actually most of his time will be spending his time over here, so he won't be like spawning on the screen all the time, because he actually has a chance to spawn every single second. But because to not do that, he is just going to spawn over here like a top left, the one little pixel. That's just going to make him, he's not visible there. But if you put your mouse or your cursor over here, you will die to Night Marionette. That's so interesting. So he can actually spawns once per second when bar equals to his full bar, which is 255. Or most likely top left corner. That's so interesting. Alright, that's very interesting. Oh my gosh, that's an interesting thing to learn.
Which you can't even see Night Marionette, but he is there, which is why it looked like I just got jump scared out of nowhere here, but I was actually on the 1 pixel hitbox that Night Marionette has here.
So that's where we're halfway done, chat. We are officially halfway done of everything this is what I've been doing by myself. Oh, I want to let you guys know, I actually told AI, which is ChatGPT, to help me kind of do stuff like this, like everything like this. I want it, the AI, to help me, to give me the result that I hope for is something like this. And I will show you guys what the AI gave me after 9 hours, or at least 10 hours of me asking him to help me deal with everything in UCN. Like, I hope the result will become something like this, like how do you deal with the animatronics? And after at least 10 hours, he gave me, let me find it. This the FNAF UCN? No, this is me. This one. This is what he gave me. After at least 10 hours, this is what the AI gives me of him starting UCN for 10 hours. That's it. And this is me. I think this is 10 hours. About 10 hours. This is me about 10 hours. And this is AI about 10 hours. Like, this is so crap. Like, I waited for 10 hours. Like, I wasn't going to use AI anyways. So, you know. What UCN confirmed was Funtime Foxy's gender from sister location to be male. Asked by the voice nice. Thank you, Arconis, the world, for coming to the stream. Like, Funtime Foxy is a female. Yeah. But wait, what is this voice like? I have to hear that. As you say that, let's hear Funtime Foxy. But the first time I see Funtime Foxy, like by pure visual, I think he's a male, or I think she's a male. Let's hear him. But maybe she can be a female, but just because she's an animatronic, right? Animatronic requires voice box. Maybe it's just a voice box of him being a male voice, but the actual sex of Funtime Foxy is a female, right? It's just a voice box that's going to change, you know? Okay, that doesn't make sense. Funtime Foxy's sister location is male? Oh! Oh! Wait, but who says Funtime Foxy is a she? I have always think it is a he, but I
It seems you couldn't make it to my shows.
yeah, it's a he. But someone said that Funtime Foxy is a she. I don't know who, but I know he's a he, but oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I thought it's a she, but I think it's a he. But I thought the truth of Funtime Foxy's gender is a she. You know, confirmed by UCN for Funtime Foxy to be full male as check. Where's Funtime Foxy? It's a he's. They're using he's. Funtime Foxy, like, from visually you can tell he looks like a he. He doesn't look like a she, right? From pure visual, his appearance or anything. Appearances? That's all I can tell. Thank you for the knowledge. Wait, have I written Funtime Foxy yet? Let me see. Foxy, my boy, are you here? No, he's not here. We're not yet on Funtime Foxy, but we're almost there. Now. Hey Aaron, thank you for coming to stream. It's a robot. For FNAF, it's different. Gosh, I really want to add chat box, but I don't know what the heck happened to chat box. Like, it's supposed to show. It is supposed to show. Let me try. Like, I don't know. It is supposed to show on screen. Let me try. Let me try turning it up again. Okay. Wait, if I erase it, I don't have to erase this. I never have to do this. I don't know why chatbox is not working. Hold on, let me fix chatbox real fast because I really wanted to show. Mango's voice line is very interesting. Okay, let's hear it later. I want to deal with the stream real fast. Sorry guys, cause I had a lot of problem back when the stream was first started. Let's see here. Well, here Mango. Like the stream is correct. The streaming link. Yeah, let me do this real fast. Okay, I have no idea what happens to the chat box. I'm just going to leave it be like that. I have no idea what happens to the chat box. Let's just do that. Whatever. And let's hear Mango. Mango voice? It's been a while since I hear anything from UCN.
Don't be afraid. Soon you will look just like me.
She's like a combination of a female and a male at the same time. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. That is so cool. Okay, we're going to continue. We're halfway through. I know. Let's add another column. Let's go. After this is finished, I will stream UCN after I deal with everything
Despite being
right here.
considered the hardest character in 50/20 mode, Funtime Foxy's AI actually.
There we go. Funtime Foxy. That's his turn. Foxy. As we are just talking about Funtime Foxy, we are getting into the business. Where is he? There you go. Funtime Foxy. You're next. Man, he's cute. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh my gosh. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, deal with this. And I remember Funtime Foxy's mechanism is pretty complex. I need you to be quiet for a moment because Funtime Foxy is actually hard.
Actually has nothing to do with his Despite being considered the hardest character in 50/20 mode, Funtime Foxy's AI actually has nothing to do with his mechanics. 1 AI Funtime Foxy is the exact same as 20 AI Funtime Foxy.
That's
Once he's
interesting.
toggled on, his showtime hours will be randomized from 1 to 3 AM at the beginning of the night. You'll have to
At the beginning, 1 to 3 a.m. What? Again, please.
on, his showtime hours will be randomized from 1 to 3 AM at the beginning of the night. You'll have to watch his showtimes on the exact frame that they're active. Just as he says in his jump scare quote,
Showtimes are on the hour, not a moment before and not a moment later.
when you fail to watch Funtime Foxy during his showtime, he will jump scare you instantly. However, he can be cam stalled when you have his camera selected on the monitor. This will instead result in you getting jump scared when you pull up the cameras rather than directly on the showtime. After you successfully view his showtime, he'll randomly choose the next showtime to be 1 to 3 hours later. 6 AM showtimes do exist, and Funtime Foxy can jump scare you at 6 AM if he has a 6 AM showtime, though only if you're not on the Funtime Cove camera. You see, Funtime Foxy is cam stalled, but only until you flip your cameras again. So if you miss a showtime and you're not on the Funtime Cove camera, you just die instantly. But if you are on Funtime Foxy's camera, he'll wait to jump scare you until the next cam flip. This means that Funtime Foxy could have 2 showtimes at 3 AM and 6 AM, or 6 showtimes throughout the entire night depending on your luck.
Wow. Wow, that's that is insane. So, oh my gosh, wrong one. So he can actually show time on 1 to 3 a.m. Wait 1 to 3 hours for another showtime. $6 a.m. showtime possible. Okay, and music back, please. So from what I've learned, oh my gosh, this is really hard. One AI works the same as 20 AI. Watch his showtime. Is it at Pirates Cove Cam? Do you have to watch Funtime Foxy at Pirates Cove? I'm not sure. Is it Pirates Cove at like we will see. Like this, I will check this out when I play UCN myself. When at Pirates Cove, watch his showtime at Pirates Cove. The frame his showtime started. What do you mean by the frame? How do I go to his showtime the exact frame that his showtime started? I guess we'll learn from the game. So just look at the camera where he is, right?
Coming off of one of the most difficult animatronics in UCN, now we come to one of the easiest, and that.
Wait, I don't really understand. What the heck? Let me replay some of the steps.
Though only if you're not on the Funtime Cove camera. You see, Funtime Foxy is cam stalled, but only until you flip your cameras again. So if you miss a showtime and you're not on the Funtime Cove camera, you just die instantly. But if you are on Funtime Foxy's camera, he'll wait to jump scare you until the next cam flip. This means that Funtime Foxy could have 2 showtimes at 3 AM and 6 AM, or 6 showtimes throughout the entire night depending on your luck.
Okay. So basically just cam stall him. Okay. Alright. This is done. Next. I see. Next. Who's next? Let's see. Oh, the trash game. Interesting. The trash game from FNAF 6. I love you guys. They are at wow. Wait, they are counted as the same animatronic, like in the same character list. Trash in the game. That's interesting. So trash in the game. I can't spell the game. Hey guys, it's fun. It's been fun to see you after FNAF 6. Okay. Wait, what? They have nothing. So this is the description from UCN, right? This is interesting.
Next in UCN, now we come to one of the easiest, and that's Trash in the Gang. Trash in the Gang is 3 animatronics separated into 2 groups. The first group is just number 1 Crate and Bucket Bob, and the second group is just Mr. Can Do. The first group is just number 1 Crate and Bucket Bob.
Number 1 Crate, Bucket Bob. I kind of want to write this. Crate. Bucket. Mr. Can Do. Alright, let's continue.
Bob, and the second group is just
Where's Mr. Hugs?
Mr. Can Do, he'll block a random camera in your camera system and can be particularly annoying when he spawns on Toy Freddy's camera when you're trying to find Mr. Hugs. He'll generate a random number with a
I need to separate those. Mr. Can Do will spawn on any cam.
range of 0 to 28 minus his AI level every time the cameras are down. So when set to 20 AI, he'll generate a random number with a range of 0 to 8. If this number happens to be in the range of 1 to 8, he'll spawn on the camera with the corresponding number. If the
with the corresponding number, so is it like cam 2? Is that cam 2? Can't see. Is that 2? Wow, it's so small, I can't see everything. Okay, this is a little bit complicated. 0. Generate 0 to AI minus 1. Spawns at the generated number. Generated cam. Number cam. Okay, so basically he just spawns at whatever camera.
When set to 20 AI, he'll generate a random number with a range of 0 to 8. If this number happens to be in the range...
So if you set... Is this Mr. Can Do? If you set Mr. Can Do to 20 AI, like basically he is just always going to spawn on camera unless the number is 0. Because there in the game there is camera 1 to 8, right? For 20 AI 0 to 8, it means most of the time he will be spawning at any camera. If it's like the easier, he will less likely to be spawned on camera. Okay, now I understand.
1 to 8, he'll spawn on the camera with the corresponding number. If the
I'll do this 20 AI. 20 AI is 0 to 8. Interesting. Right.
Random number is 0, he won't spawn at all. Unlike the Phantom animatronics, switching between cameras or camera systems will not despawn Mr. Can Do. You'll have to pull the cameras down and pull them back up.
Okay. Mr. Can Do, you're going to have to pull pull down, then up camera. Oh, I hope there's a book for UCN like just like this. I know FNAF in FNAF 6 there's a guidebook. I know there's a guidebook for FNAF 6. Like that's so interesting. I hope there's a book for like I hope guidebook is still a thing that's gonna appear in modern days, you know, because they are so interesting to me. They're so interesting.
Number 1 Crate and Bucket Bob will just create a loud noise instead of blocking the cameras. They have an AI in 30 chance to spawn every time the camera is flipped up. Once number 1 Crate has spawned, she'll whisper something when she first appears, then continually whisper every 7 seconds.
Is it AI 30? Yep. AIL 30 chance to spawn when cam is up. So number 1 crack, she or he will whisper. Is it for 7 seconds? Is it what it is?
She'll whisper something when she first appears, then continually whisper every 7 seconds.
Okay. So is he just going to like whisper all the time? What does that mean?
Once number 1 Crate has spawned, she has a 50% chance to jump scare every 3 seconds.
Every 3 seconds, she can jump scare when she spawns. When it spawns. Like I don't know the gender for the trashing game. They're trashing game. Come on. Jump scare. I can't spell scare. There we go. So. Okay, let's just continue.
This is similar to Withered Bonnie and Nightmare Freddy from earlier, where, with bad enough luck, number 1 Crate could just stay in our office forever. But it wouldn't really matter because she doesn't really do anything outside of
how do you know that
this
this is she?
Once the jump scare starts, it will last for 50 frames. The animatronic in the jump scare will have a 50% chance to change on every 1 second interval.
To change game change game every 1 second. This doesn't really this is not really important, but how do they spawn those two?
Despite Trash and Gang being one of the easiest animatronics in UCN, they have some pretty complicated AI. However, our next animatronic is both very easy.
Whoa, hold on. So, can you despawn this guy? What's his name? Number 1 Krat? It doesn't look like you can despawn him, other than just so she's just going to appear, then whisper in the office. Okay, so you just don't bother him. But what? How do you deal with him? Let me see. Am I missing any information? I'm not sure.
She'll whisper something when she first appears, then continually whisper every 7 seconds. Once number 1 Crate has spawned, she has a 50% chance to jump scare every 3 seconds. This is similar to Withered Bonnie and Nightmare Freddy from earlier, where, with bad enough luck, number 1 Crate could just stay in our office forever. But it wouldn't really matter because she doesn't really do anything outside of whisper some nice ASMR. Once the jump scare starts, it will last for 50 frames. The animatronic in the jump scare will have a 50% chance to change on every 1 second interval. Despite Trash and Gang being one of the easiest animatronics in use.
So it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really matter. But it's just, you know, this jump scare from Trash and Gang, they won't kill you. It's just being annoying. Jump scare last for 50 frames. 50 frames is not too bad. Probably like 3 seconds or so. I'm not sure. Okay. Next! Who's next?
UCN, they have some pretty complicated AI.
Oh my gosh.
However, our next animatronic is both very easy, some would say he's even helpful, and has
Helpy!
very simple AI. Helpy has an 89% chance to spawn when the camera.
Oh my gosh, Helpy, my boy, I miss you. Have you guys watched my latest video? I posted a video of me explaining how to torture Helpy in FNAF 6. There are 10 ways to torture Helpy in FNAF 6. You can go ahead and watch that video, which is... Okay, I'll let you guys see later. Let me do Helpy first. It's so funny that Helpy is in this game. Like, is Helpy a protagonist or an antagonist? Is Helpy a good guy or a bad guy? Helpy has to be a good guy, right? But he's counted as an animatronic. When seeing me sitting in the office, click on him quickly. Get in your face with the air horn, agitating, sound-sensitive animatronic. Oh my gosh. Chance to spawn when the camera is what?
Camera's pulled up.
Pulled up, okay. 2.5. AI 40 chance to spawn when cam is up. And then I really like this description. Okay, continue.
This equation will determine how long he can be in the office before he jump scares you. If Helpy jump scares you, he'll force the camera.
Whoa, hold on.
Will determine how long he can be in the office before he jump scares.
Will you die if Helpy jump scares you? I don't think so. It just affects the noise, right? I don't think he can jump scare. Oh, and I don't think he can kill you per se. So 6 seconds is actually not too bad. 500 minus, okay. Jump scare time. Wait. Jump scare before jump scare time. I think it's the... Is this the reaction time? Okay, so this is the reaction time. Mm-hmm. 6 seconds for 20
if
AI.
Helpy jump scares you, he'll force the camera down if it's up and play an air horn sound effect.
Okay. Alright.
You would think this air horn would increase the global noise value, but it actually doesn't. It only affects Music Man, not any of the other animatronics that are affected by sound.
Wait, so his voice only affects Music Man? But I know the Vents animatronic are sensitive to sound. Oh my gosh, so you gotta boob his nose, right? Is it what you have to do? Click on him. Click on Helpy. Wrong one. Click. Come on. Click on paint ass up. So he will trigger... Is it a global music box that he's going to trigger?
Sound effect. You would think this air horn would increase the global noise value, but it actually doesn't. It only affects Music Man, not any of the...
Triggers Music Man. How does Music Man work? I forgot. Like, before I do this, I have watched a little bit of... Like, I have watched this video multiple times before this, but... Oh my gosh, this doesn't affect. I want it to be fine. Let's just do this, Music Man. Okay, Helpy's done. Next. We have 50. Now, I think we're at our 30s animatronic. 20 more. Let's go. Who's next?
The other animatronics that are affected by sound. Up next is Rockstar Freddy.
Rockstar Freddy! You never get to see him when he's in FNAF 6. Interesting. Where is he? He's here. Rockstar Freddy. How does it work? Let's see. He'll occasionally activate and ask for 5 fast coins. Okay, I remember
Rockstar
now.
Freddy will roll an AI in 30 chance every 30 seconds to decide if he wants some coins. Freddy will roll an AI in 30 chance every 30 seconds to decide if he wants.
So is this the spawn chance? Every 30 seconds to decide if he wants coins. Is that so? You have to give him fast coins. Okay, continue.
Want some coins. Once this 30-second check succeeds, Rockstar Freddy will begin demanding coins once the cameras are pulled up. Once Rockstar Freddy begins demanding coins, he'll say,
5 coins. 5 coins. Demand 5. Is it fast coin that he wants? Alright, let's hurry. Speed up.
5 times every 3 seconds. Then he'll say,
5 times every 3. 5 times every 3 seconds. How do you say 5 times every 3 seconds? What?
5 times every 3 seconds. Then he'll say,
Okay, let me finish this first.
in a more impatient tone 3 more times. Then he'll simply say, 3 more times before having enough, and then just jump.
Cool. That's really cool. So wait, how do we do this? So of course you gotta insert coins, right? Insert 5 coins. So you like slowly becomes more impatient. How to spell impatience? Impatience. Impatient. And then please deposit times 3. Then jump scare. And I think you belong here. Nice. If I can spell, I can't spell jump with a P. Where's the P go? Okay. Continue.
I'm scaring you. This gives you a total of 27 seconds before he's fed up and
27 is fine.
By using the heater, you can make Rockstar Freddy glitch out.
The heater. Okay, hold on. So I have 27 seconds to react. 27 seconds to react. That's actually not too bad for 27 seconds. Alright? So, how's everything doing? Hey guys. Oh my gosh. I think that has to be the craziest like the guide I have written online. I used to write those by hand, you know. I used to write everything like a game guide by hand. And right now I'm typing everything down. It looks so cool.
If the heater is on for more than 50 frames, Rockstar Freddy will begin to have a 1/2 chance to stop asking for coins every second, even if you turn the heater off.
So if the heater is on, he has a 50% chance per second to glitch out. Okay. to glitch out when heater is on. Alright, continue. Please. I don't think I'm going to pay attention to the heater anyway.
His twitching and voice glitching with the heater on have a 2 in 3 and 1 in 3 chance to happen every quarter-second interval, respectively. Rockstar Bonnie shares the 13-second.
Alright, next. Next animatronic, Rockstar Bonnie. Oh my gosh, how much more animatronic do I have? Rockstar Bonnie. Okay, how do you work? Save the file. Learn Rockstar Bonnie. Let's go.
Interval with Withered Bonnie, but is considerably more dangerous and is why people avoid these intervals. On these 13-second intervals, he has an AI in 30 chance to spawn if the cameras are up. Once Rockstar Bonnie spawns, you'll need to find his guitar on the camera monitor and click it to make him go away. It'll always appear on the bottom
Hold on, when will he spawn?
quarter-second interval, respectively. Rockstar Bonnie shares the 13-second interval with Withered Bonnie, but is considerably more dangerous and is why people avoid these intervals.
What do you mean by
Interval with Withered Bonnie. Second interval, respectively. Rockstar Bonnie shares the 13-second interval with Withered Bonnie, but is considerably more dangerous and is why people avoid these intervals. On these 13-second intervals, he has an AI in 30 chance to spawn if the cameras are up. Once
What do you mean by these 13 seconds interval? Does Rockstar Bonnie has anything to do with Withered Bonnie? Okay. And 13-second interval has AI of 30 AI, I mean A where does AI go? It disappears. AI of 30 chance to spawn. So you gotta find his guitar. Find his guitar. Okay, continue.
Once Rockstar Bonnie spawns, you'll need to find his guitar on the camera monitor and click it to make him go away. It'll always appear on the bottom left corner in 4 places on the cameras, those being the left hallway, right hallway, Funtime Cove, and Toy Freddy's room.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Low swing and click. So it's the left hallway, right hallway, Pirates Cove. My brain is not loading fine. And what? Toy Freddy's room. Okay, Toy Freddy's room. Nice. Go back to back. Continue.
Once Rockstar Bonnie has been waiting in the office for 15 seconds, the lights will begin to flicker. Once he's been waiting for 16.67 seconds, he'll jump scare you.
How does people know that when he will jump scare? How does 16.67 seconds be calculated, you know? How do they calculate those kind of stuff? That's the craziest thing for me to know. Like, how do you know it's exactly 16.67 seconds? Like, every single thing in UCN, every single number that you are going to calculate has to be floored. Floored means if the number is 1.2, then floor 1.2 equals to 1. So you're going to take away whatever is behind the number of the dots, the little dots. So every single number or the data in UCN is floored. So it's like you have 16 seconds to react on Rockstar Bonnie. And spawns in office. Oh my gosh, office. And 15 second lights flicker. I can't spell lights. If I can spell lights flicker. And for 16.67 seconds. Jump scare. Nice. Is that all of them?
Rockstar Chica is one of the
Nice.
most
Okay. Rockstar Bonnie is done. Next one, basically you just have to find his fucking guitar on camera. It looks like 50/20 is going to be crazy. Now that I'm looking at it. Rockstar Chica. There we go. Of course, my least favorite character is Chica from FNAF 1. But wait, she actually looks not too bad. She looks a lot better than the original Chica. Like, among all the Rockstar animatronics, I think Chica and Foxy are they look better than the original. But Bonnie, I always love his original style. I love Bonnie in FNAF 1 so much.
misunderstood characters in the entire game, but her AI is actually pretty simple. Rockstar Chica's mechanic has to do with the wet floor sign in the office. Basically, Rockstar Chica will have a 10-second timer that begins counting down that pauses when the camera is up. Once this cumulative 10-second timer has fully counted down and Rockstar Chica is not in either hall already, Rockstar Chica will roll an AI and 30 chance to spawn. This is why it can sometimes feel like RNG when Rockstar Chica decides to jump scare you, as her spawn timer is paused whenever the cameras are up. And Rockstar Chica is not in either hall already, Rockstar Chica will roll an AI and 30 chance to spawn.
Okay. Okay, so you gotta click on wet floor sign. But how many times do you have to click on? I'm not sure. Let's just see. So she spawns. Will she spawn at the right hallway all the time?
This is why it can sometimes feel like RNG. Rockstar Chica will
Either hallway, okay. After not clicking wet floor sign. Ten-second countdown pauses when cam is up. Alright. So basically for Rockstar Chica, you just have to click on the wet floor sign.
roll an AI and 30 chance to spawn. This
Okay. AI chance to spawn at hallway.
This is why it can sometimes feel like RNG when Rockstar Chica decides to jump scare you, as her spawn timer is paused whenever the cameras are up. And in something like 50/20 mode, you're going to be pulling up the cameras a lot for a very short duration of time, so it can feel kind of random. It's completely random which side she decides to spawn on, but having the wet floor sign on the side that she spawns on will instantly despawn her. After Rockstar Chica
Whoa, hold on.
sign on the It's completely random which side she decides to spawn on, but having the wet floor sign on the side that she spawns on will instantly despawn her.
Oh! Okay. To the direction where she is at hallway. So the way to stop Rockstar Chica is by the wet floor sign. She's afraid of slipping, I guess. Okay, I think I understand.
After Rockstar Chica has been in a hallway for 15 seconds, she'll check 3 conditions. If the camera is up, her door isn't closed, and you aren't viewing her camera, she will jump scare you.
That's a little bit too complicated for me. Wait, so the wet floor sign is just a trigger. Spawns at either hallway. Hold on, I need
After
to.
Rockstar Chica has been in a hallway for 15 seconds, she'll
Okay, 15 seconds into the hallway. 50 second in hallway.
check 3 conditions. If the camera is up, her door isn't closed, and you aren't viewing
Are
her
viewing.
camera,
So these are the 3 conditions that's going to trigger her jump scare. Whew. Wait, how do I add this? Cam is up, plus door is open, door open, plus not on her camera. She will jump scare. Wow. Door open. Alright, so this will be her jump scare condition. So what does the 10-second, what does the wet sign do? The wet floor sign basically just stops her, just despawns her, right? Okay, let's continue.
she will jump scare you.
Game's up. It's not on her camera. The door is closed. Interesting. Alright,
Rockstar Foxy is up.
next. Rockstar Foxy. It's interesting that they can put FNAF 6 character, like the item purchasable character, into this game. So you can see they actually being a character that you can deal with. That's really interesting. Let's do this. Rockstar Foxy. How is the progress so far? It looks pretty good, chat. It looks pretty good. The page right now is 16 pages. Let's go. Also, I want you to be... Okay, this is fine. Don't bother with my grammar, guys. The grammar, I'm not caring about the grammar.
Next. On every minute interval, Rockstar Foxy's parrot appearing is determined by this equation. When clicking on Rockstar Foxy's parrot, he can either decide to help you or not. Whether or not
What? Random. Wait, what do you mean by this equation?
Rockstar Foxy is up next. On every minute interval, Rockstar Foxy's parrot appearing is determined by this equation. When
So his parrots. Wait, the chance of Rockstar Foxy's parrot appearing chance for 0 AI is way higher than 20 AI. Why? Of course, because the bird can help you, but as he said, the bird can kill you as well. So, bird. How do you spell parrot? Parrot appear chance. When random 0 to 39. Random 0 to 39 equals random 40. Like random 40 equals random 0 to 39. It's just a calculation style in the game. It's higher than AI plus 10? Is it 10? Or 1? Plus 10, yeah. So 62.5% for... Okay. This is kind of interesting. I kind of want to put a note to this. So it's a 62.5 for AI equals to 0. And alright, interesting. Continue.
Clicking on Rockstar Foxy's parrot, he can either decide to help you or not. Whether or not Rockstar Foxy decides to help you is determined by this equation. If the
Hold on.
Whether or not Rockstar Foxy decides to help you is determined by this equation.
What does that equation mean? I don't really understand. So his parrot can kill you or help you. And then parrot equation. Random, is this random 1 to 62. That is not random 63. Random 63 means random 0 to 62. Alright, continue. This is so... Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. What the heck? Alright.
If the number generated from this equation is under 60, he'll help you, giving you 4 options to help, all doing exactly what they sound like. If that number is over 60, he'll jump scare.
Wait, so, okay, with 20 AI, you have a base number of 40 already. So your number has to be between 1 to 20, unless he will jump scare you. But this is just a luck thing. So that means that whenever Rockstar Foxy appear, it's just a luck thing. Especially when your AI number is on 20, when you're playing 50-20 mode, or just basically his AI number is 20, you have a pretty high chance of being jump scared. 1 to 62 minus 40. 62 minus 40 is 22. So basically you have a higher chance. You have a pretty high chance of being jump scared by Rockstar Foxy when his AI number equals to 20. That's insane. But how does he help you?
On 20 AI, this comes out to a 20 in 61 chance, or a 32.7%.
Yeah, that's above 50%. This is what I was calculating in my brain a few seconds ago. Alright, so I need an error. Thank you. No, I think I want this. Helps. And higher than 60 kills. So for 20 AI, 32 and 68. You have a 68% of being killed by Foxy? That's just a luck. How do you deal with that? Like, oh. So you can't click off his parrots. Okay, now I understand. Basically, I don't think Foxy is going to help you when you're at 20 AI. Okay? 68%. It's okay, I don't think I have to write that. Okay.
% chance that Rockstar Foxy will help you. Next up is Music Man. And
Music Man! I really want to know what Music Man works. Do you click off his parrot? How do you do this? When you see his parrot, click it, and Funtime Foxy may offer you some help. Wait, but okay, if you click on Rockstar Foxy's parrot, it can either help you or kill you. In the case of 20 AI, it will most likely kill you. So why should I click on his parrot? You know? Click on parrot. but he can help you or kill you. On 20 AI, on AI equals to 20, 32% to help, and 68% to kill. That's insane. That's actually insane. Alright, next. Next is Music Man. Where are you, my buddy? I love the Music Man in Security Breach so much. Like, I love the big one. The smaller one is kind of like meh, but I really love the big Music Man in Security Breach. Like, that's amazing. That just looks amazing. I don't like the smaller ones. I like the big ones. Let's go. Music Man, how do you work?
And Music Man is the main check for the noise level in UCN.
Let's check the description. Keep the noise down. We're being to hear his cymbals crashing faster and faster, eventually leading to a jump scare. Oh, I remember he's gonna be like boom, 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 and then he jump scares you. Okay, now the sound is coming up to my head.
So he's a bit complicated. Music Man has a level, or progress, whatever you really want to call it, that determines how close he is to jump scaring you, but we're going to call this his anger. The noise level in UCN works in a system of bars. We went over this in the universal section, but for what matters here, this is no bars, this is 1 bar, this is 2 bars, and this is 3 bars. If the player is making 0 noise and the bar is completely empty, Music Man's anger will be subtracted by 5 every frame. If
Subtract. Okay, this is a little bit hard. When noise equals to 0, bar anger minus 5 per frame. Is it frame or second? It's a frame, right? Okay.
If the player is only making 1 bar of noise, his anger will be subtracted by 1 every frame.
So copy this again. The noise is 1, anger minus 1 per frame. And can you go to the next line? Thank you.
If the noise meter is at 2 bars, the amount he adds is determined by this equation. With
Every 0.02 second? Okay, how do people know stops like this? That's crazy. If noise equals to 2, anger plus oh my gosh, anger plus what? 1 plus AI divided by 5. Per 0.02 second. Blah! You can barely talk right now. Okay.
with him adding this value every 0.02 seconds. If the noise meter is at 3 bars or more, he'll add that same amount, but every single frame.
The frame count is really fast, chat. The frame count is insanely fast. Noise equals to 3. I don't know how the noise bar works. I haven't played the game yet, but I will know how it works when I play the game. Right now I'm just writing what I like to do, which is the video game guide. Kind of like a guidebook, but a crappy version of guidebook. The main homemade version guidebook. Okay, continue.
This means that on 20 AI, Music Man will add 5 to his anger every 0.02 seconds at 2 noise and every frame at 3 noise. If Music Man's anger is between 5,000 and 6,500, he'll begin to crash his cymbals every 3 seconds. If his anger is
between what?
5,000, he'll begin to crash his cymbals every 3. Between 5,000 and 6,500, he'll begin to crash his cymbals every 3 seconds.
Crash How do you spell that word? It's not symbol, it's symbols. Okay. What's the frequency? Every 3
If his anger is
every 3 seconds. Okay. Every 3 seconds. When anger, when I'm going to use a math equation here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can never imagine that I will use math in FNAF. That's insane. I hate that. Okay. Oh my god, this is so ugly. This is so ugly. I hate this. Okay, this is a little bit better. Please continue.
6,500 and 8,000, he'll begin to crash his cymbals every 2 seconds.
Wow, we're gonna have a lot of math equations here. 2 seconds when it's 6,500 and 8,000. I remember this. Yep. But
Once his anger value is above 8,000, he'll crash every 1 second.
When anger is above 8,000. Alright. Can really not fit the word anger right here. You kidding me right now? I'm trying to figure out a way so that it look better. I can. This is the best I can do. This looks so crappy. I hate that. Wait. Fine.
Then, finally, at 10,000 anger value, he'll jump scare you.
Fair. Jump scare. When anger equals to... Oh! I know how to deal with this. We're gonna use when. We use if. Does this fix our problem? It doesn't. Great. Okay, change you back, change you back. Fine. So that's for Music Man.
It's also worth noting that Helpy will instantly add 2,500 to Music Man's anger if he jump scares you.
Whoop.
No.
Oh, so that's how Helpy is related to Music Man. Helpy, where are you? Helpy, okay. I have to write this on Helpy. Oh, he will add 2,500 anger to Music Man when Helpy jump scares. Interesting. That's so interesting. Helpy, you little crappy little. So that's why. Oh my gosh, that's why he is related to Music Man, not the other bands animatronic. Okay. This will be back to Music Man as well. Music Man. Alright, so the method to deal with Music Man is basically to keep the noise down.
We have 2 distraction animatronics up next, those being El Chip and...
Okay, so just keep the noise down. Keep noise down! And keep Helpy away. It sounds like Music Man doesn't really like Helpy in this case. Alright, Music Man's done. Next, how much more animatronics do we have? Let me see. So the L-chip character. And oh my gosh, we still have a little bit. I haven't dealt with the plush animatronic yet. We are still a pretty long way to go, chat. Okay, let's continue. L-chip, who is first?
Funtime Chica. Every 10 seconds, aside from the 420 and 430 intervals, El Chip rolls an AI in 30 chance to appear. His ad can display 3 separate images. Simply pressing enter, the skip button on the ad, or waiting 300 frames will make the ad disappear. Also, for whatever reason, El Chip cannot spawn while Phone Guy is talking. Every 35 seconds, Funtime Chica rolls an AI in 30.
L chip is first. Let's deal with L chip first. L chip. Wrong one again. L. Is it the correct spelling? Am I spelling it correctly? L chip, where are you? Oh, you have an E. Sorry. Wow, it's not Arrow cheap. It's EO cheap. I thought Arrow is the character from Death Note. Oh my gosh. Hey man, he looks so derpy. That's really funny. Oh my gosh. FNAF 3 is the most scariest. Hold on, my chat is not updating. Let me refresh it. FNAF 3. I haven't played FNAF 3, but I have heard that people think that FNAF 3 is the is the scariest FNAF official FNAF games. I haven't played it myself, but I think the jump scare. I did get jumped the first time I was looking at it, but I'm not sure which one is the scariest. For me, from just looking at the graphics, I think 4 is a little bit scarier. Not about the jump scare, it's just about the ambience. Because the main thing is going to scare me in the horror games is not jump scare. I think it's the ambience that's going to scare me. For ambience, I think 4 is a lot scarier than 3 because I am a little bit afraid of ambience which are absolutely so quiet. You know, when everything is really quiet, I think it's going to be very scary for me. If there are sounds, if you can hear sounds, you can expect something. But when everything is super quiet, you can expect nothing. And when something happens, it's going to jump you, right? But 3 is pretty scary as well. Helpy! I saw, what the heck is that?
Animatronics up next, those being El Chip and Funtime Chica. Every 10 seconds, aside from the 420 and 430 intervals, El Chip rolls an AI in 30 chance to appear.
What does 420 and 430 means? What?
The 420 and 430 intervals, El Chip rolls an AI in 30 chance to appear.
So he has an AI 30 chance to appear every 10 seconds. 10 seconds, oh my gosh. Every 10 seconds. Hero gives ad. Oh my god, I hate ads. I absolutely hate ads in FNAF 6. I hate them so much.
His ad can display 3 separate images. Simply pressing enter, the skip button on the ad, or waiting 300 frames will make the ad.
1 of 3. Press enter to make ad disappear. To despawn ads. How do you spell despawn? Despawn ads. I don't think my word has the dictionary for despawn, but that is a word. Okay.
Ad disappear. Also, for whatever reason, L-Chip cannot spawn while phone guys talk.
Interesting. Can't spawn when phone guys talking. It's so funny that phone guy's in the game. Like, yeah, of course he's one of the very important character. Is he like a character? Yeah, in the FNAF series. But it's very funny that phone guy is actually in the game. Let's continue, please.
Talking. Every 35 seconds, Funtime Chica rolls an AI in 30
Oh, whoa.
Waiting 300 frames will make the ad disappear. Also,
So that's all for L-Chip. Interesting. Or click skip. Wait. Who's going to wait 300 frames? That's going to kill you, buddy. 300 frames is actually like at least 5 seconds. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. Okay, so that's all for L-Chip. Next! Chica, you're next. What is the Chica? Is it Funtime Chica? Wow, Funtime Chica is here. Funtime Chica is not in FNAF sister location. Interesting. You think all the Funtime characters in SL, but Chica is not in there. Oh wow, that is so weird. Sister location used to be my favorite FNAF game until the point I streamed it, and it became my least favorite FNAF game for sister location. But Chica is actually not in the game. And considering how much I hate Chica, sister location is the only game, or one of the very least game that doesn't have Chica in the game. But it used to be my favorite FNAF game, but now it's my least favorite FNAF game. But it doesn't have Chica. That feels so ironic. My least favorite FNAF game doesn't have Chica, which is my least favorite animatronic. I should have loved Sister Location, but I hate it.
So, for whatever reason, L-Chip cannot spawn while phone guy is talking. Every 35 seconds, Funtime Chica rolls an AI in 30 chance to appear.
AI 30? Is it 30? Yep. AI 30 chance to appear. Oh, this will appear every 35 seconds. Next.
She'll create a distortion effect that will last anywhere from 3.33 to 8.31 seconds if visual effects are on.
What do you mean by visual effects?
Simply turning off visual effects makes her completely useless.
What?
To Fredbear Nightmare, Scrap Baby.
Wait, what?
0.33 to 8.31 seconds if visual effects are on. Simply turning off visual effects makes her completely useless.
So you can just, wow, you can just completely disable Funtime Chica by just on the menu screen. You can just yeet her off. Interesting. Distortion effect creates distortion effect. Looking, searching for words. for how do people know 3.33 to 8.31? How do people know this? To 8.31 second. If visual effect? Continue,
Seconds
please.
if visual effects are on.
Visual effect. So you basically just have to turn off visual effect. If I can spell. Nice. Next. So Funtime Chica is like games like, oh my gosh, I barely have another way to deal with one more animatronic. Scrap Baby is next. Is it Scrap Baby? I forgot.
Simply turning off visual effects makes her completely useless. Similar to Fredbear and Nightmare, Scrap Baby will appear on a 5.
Yep, Scrap Baby, you're next. Scrap Baby is, in my opinion, the hottest character in the FNAF series. I don't know why. I used to love her so much. Right now, I don't hate her right now, but I used to love her so much. I just feel like she looks so cool, you know? Scrap Baby. Like, she's huge, man. Imagine Baby. Baby is like 200 centimeters tall. That's 2 meters tall. A 2 meters tall animatronic being a scrap appearing in front of you. Think about Help Wanted. The Help Wanted minigame, which has Baby. Like, that ain't Baby. Oh my gosh, Baby's super tall.
5-second intervals when the camera is up.
Will appear on a 5-second interval? What is...
Rolling an AI in 30 chance to do so. Once she's in the...
Hold on, again, please.
Useless. Similar to Fredbear and Nightmare, Scrap Baby will appear on a 5-second intervals when the camera is up. Rolling an AI in 30 chance to do so. Once she's in the office, she'll use this exact same system to look up at you, requiring the cameras to be open on a 5-second interval and to roll that same AI in 30 chance. When she looks up, you'll have to shock her with the button on your desk, and this will take away 1% power. Shocking her when she's not looking at you won't do anything, aside from draining the same 1%. If you fail to shock her when she's standing up and you pull up the cameras, she'll have an AI in 100 chance to kill you on every single frame that the cameras are up, making Scrap Baby one of the most dangerous animatronics that can't just flat out kill you on a...
Wow. But how can you tell if she's looking at you? Like, her eyes are so dark. Like, when I was salvaging Baby in FNAF 6 for completion certificate, it's so hard to tell her movement. Because her eyes are actually green here, but in-game her eyes are black. You can barely see her eyes. So she actually has AI of 30 chance to, oh my gosh, chance to spawn during a 5-second interval. And 100% to kill you. When she's looking at you, if cam is flipped up. And then she's basically going to spawn in office with a control shock. With a shocker. I spelled wrong, office, thank you. And then you just have to deal with her, you have to use the shocker when she is looking at you. Using shocker drains 1% of power. The power is way more generous in this game. Funny enough. Let's go.
Cam flip. Scrap Trap, or Afton, has one of the simple...
Okay, next one, Scrap Trap. Afton. You're next. What is the official name for Scrap Trap? Is it Afton or Scrap Trap? Wow, it says Afton here. So in UCN, do they call him Afton? Or wait, but what about FNAF 3? Does he appear in FNAF 3? Yeah, he does. He does. Oh, he's an event animatronic in FNAF 3. But in FNAF 3, he's called Springtrap. But right now, he's just called Afton. It's okay. But oh my gosh, Afton sounds so good. I want to add Afton. The Scrap Trap is so hard to pronounce. Scrap Trap. That's so hard to pronounce. I like Afton a lot better. Let's go.
animatronics that can't just flat out kill you on a cam flip. Scrap Trap, or Afton, has one of the simplest mechanics in the entire game. Every 29 seconds, he'll have a 1 in 4 chance to show up. His AI
You need to be a little bit quieter.
level does not affect a game. Every 29 seconds, he'll have a 1 in 4 chance to show up. His AI level does not affect this chance.
1 in 4 chance to show. Every 29. Why is it 29? 1 4 chance. Oops. Chance to show every 29 seconds. AI doesn't affect. Right? Go back.
What his AI level does affect is the amount of time that it will take him to get to the office. The required reaction time for his attack is determined by this equation.
Right. Is it times 3? I forgot. Oh my gosh, I have a memory of a goldfish. Okay, it is. Reaction. Where's my end? There we go. So how do you deal with Afton? Afton.
Unlike other animatronics that spawn at the door, he doesn't leave based on a separate door timer that runs when the door is closed. Instead, the door must be in a closed state when his reaction timer reaches 1. So if you were to open the door on the last frame of Scrap Trap's attack sequence, he'll get in and jump scare you.
So wait, so react what? What?
Open the door on the last frame of Scrap Trap's attack sequence, he'll get in and jump scare you. Lefty is affected by noise.
But this is a reaction time. So how long will he stay at the door? Anyway, appear at door. So you have to wait fully after his attack time finishes, then open door. So you basically just close the door on Afton, but how long do you have to close the door? I'm not sure. It doesn't say here. It just say that yes, he can spawn, but not wow. But I'm not sure how long do you have to wait for the doors. Let me see.
Door timer that runs when the door is closed. Animatronics that spawn at the door, he doesn't leave based on a separate door timer that runs when the door is closed. Instead, the door must be in a closed state when his reaction timer reaches 1. So if you were to open the door—
Oh! Okay, so when his reaction timer reaches 1. But that is his reaction timer, not our reaction timer. So is it this reaction timer? Is it this equation? I'm going to assume is it this equation. Finding equation. Okay. I'm going to assume that, but I'm not sure. Let's use a different color, a green, whatever. That means I'm not sure.
On the last frame of Scrap Trap's attack sequence, he'll get in and jump scare you.
That's so
Lefty
that's so
is
crap.
affected by noise.
Like you're just gonna be 1 frame jump scare, just 1 frame away from being saved by Afton. That's so crap. Okay. I'll learn everything else when I play the game myself, which in fact I will be streaming the game. Lefty. Buddy UCN give our buddy Lefty a voice, finally. He doesn't just go like shh in FNAF 6. So he becomes active from noise and heat. He's too far away from the music box to be soothed by it, but the global music box can calm him down. Interesting. So he's like one of the events animatronic, right?
Noise, temperature, and the global music box.
What noise, temperature, global music box. Noise, temperature, global music box. Just gonna call it GMB. Oh my gosh, this is so crap. Temp means temperature. That's fine. Let's continue.
So his AI gets pretty complicated. First, we'll go over his progress, then we'll go over all the different ways that he can add to said progress. If there's more than 1 bar of noise on the noise meter, Lefty begins rolling an AI in 100 check every frame. If this check succeeds, he'll add the amount of noise currently on the bar to his progress. The game reuses this exact same check for noise for his temperature mechanic. When the temperature in the building is warmer than 80 degrees, Lefty will begin to roll that same AI in 100 check every single frame. If the check succeeds, 1 is added to Lefty's progress. If the temperature of the building exceeds 100 degrees, the same AI in 100 check begins running twice per frame. Having the global music box on will stop Lefty from progressing.
So how do you describe this? So have a AI per frame to check. If succeed, add to his anger bar. I'm gonna call it anger bar. And for a noise has been higher than 1 or temperature higher than 80 degrees. Where is it? Degrees. Where is the temperature? Temperature, please. Oh my gosh, where is everything? Temperature is right here. Go down. And then for temperature higher than, is it 100 or 120? 100. Yeah, it's 100. Check 2 per frame. Alright. That's insane. Alright. Please continue.
Progressing, even if the building is burning down and you're going crazy with noise in the office. The GMB will then begin to decrease Lefty's
So what does the GMB do
twice
to
per
Lefty?
frame. Having the global music box on will stop Lefty from progressing, even if the building is burning down and you're going crazy with noise in the office. The GMB will then begin to decrease Lefty's progress by 1 per frame.
Interesting. GMB decrease bar by 1 per frame. Does Lefty has a lot of way to deal with? It looks like he has a lot of information here.
Lefty has 6 total stages for his progress, operating on increments of 300. Once he reaches 1800 progress, he's guaranteed to jump scare you at every 1 second interval when you have the cameras up. Though he can be cam stalled in this kill state if you're looking at camera 3. Phone Guy has some pretty
What?
guaranteed
Hold on,
on increments of 300.
let me see the stages here. So he will be at which camera is it? This is, I can't tell which camera this is, but wait, is this camera 3? He said this is camera 3. So I can actually stall Lefty on camera 3. But if you stole Lefty, you have no way to stole Toy Freddy. Anyway. Turn on GMB or stall him on cam 3. I don't really understand the way to deal with Lefty here. Let's see.
Once he reaches 1,800 progress, he's guaranteed to jump scare you at every 1 second interval when you have the cameras up. Though he can be cam stalled in this kill state if you're looking at camera 3.
But he can jump scare you at every 1 second. But you have to be looking at camera 3. So basically when he reaches the point that he's going to jump scare you, you can only be looking at camera 3. And if you want to pull down the camera, you can't pull it down for over than 1 second. But like, okay, this is a way, but it doesn't really work. Okay, that's all for Lefty. I want to say I want to know more about Lefty, but that's all for Lefty. Can't really understand him. Whatever. That's all. Next.
Phone Guy has
Phone Guy! Where are you? Phone Guy, there we go. Do I still have animatronics here that I haven't dealt with? The elephant, Nat Bear, those guys from FNAF 6 I haven't dealt with. Wait, those are the mediocrity animatronics. Interesting. Anders that I haven't dealt with. Those are the vent animatronics. So it's just the non-selectable characters and the vent animatronics and some guys from FNAF 6. Okay, let's go. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. Phone Guy. Question. Earlier on the last stream, I had someone in chat who is also Phone Guy, which is pretty funny. So every time when I stream FNAF, I had a lot of animatronics in chat. Like their usernames are all animatronics. I'm not sure why, but there are so many animatronics in chat, which makes me really nervous.
Mechanics with his AI. You may think that the mute call button has random locations when it shows up, but it actually follows a set path around the office, which is what you're watching now. Then, once Phone Guy begins calling, the button stops in its tracks and becomes visible. For his actual spawn mechanics, he works on
so he has a mute call button that runs around.
20-second intervals. If he's not visible. For his actual spawn mechanics, he works on 20-second intervals. If he's not currently calling the office and Didi or Zor is not present, he has an AI in 30 chance to enter the office. How long you have to mute his call is determined by this equation.
And 300 minus AI points 2. To mute call. This is when Balloon Boy and Didi? Is it Balloon Boy or JJ? I forgot.
30 chance to enter the
office. Is that JJ or Balloon Boy? That's JJ, right?
Office and Didi or Zor is not present. He has.
Wait, what? Didi and JJ are different? That's Zor. How do you pronounce that? X or R? And X or aren't. Because whenever Didi or Thor are in the office, they are going to disable phone guy for whatever reason. Alright.
As an AI in 30 chance to enter the office. How long you have to mute his call is determined by this equation. If you fail to mute the call, he'll choose a random call from any of the first 3 FNAF games, where he's alive, of course. Once he's called the office for 1 minute, he has a 50% chance to hang up the phone early, and this 1 minute timer will carry over between calls. If this chance fails, he's just gonna play out the entire phone call. It's
Interesting. So, place phone call from FNAF 1 to 3. For a minute. For 1 minute. 50% to how do you describe for some people to disable the phone, like to stop? Okay, to stop the phone call.
also worth noting that phone guy will just get completely erased if Didi or Zor happens to spawn while he's trying to call the office or while he's currently calling the office.
Things you can expect to see during your first week here.
Ah.
With phone guy done, we still have 2 groupings of animatronics.
That phone guy's gone, so you just have to mute the call. Mute call ASAP. Alright, so that since they can disable phone guy. Didi and Zor can disable phone guy like completely. Interesting. Alright, phone guy's done. Next. Who is next? 2 groupings, the vent and the FNAF 6 one.
Active within the camera system or directly present in your office. These 2 groupings of animatronics are active within the vent system and duck system respectively.
So the vent animatronics and duck. The duck animatronics are mediocrity melodies. Is that a correct word?
We'll go over the vent system first. The vent animatronics consist of Mangle, Springtrap, Withered Chica, Molten Freddy, and Ennard. When animatronics—
oh my gosh, that's so many animatronics. So I have, for selectable animatronics, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 more. Okay, so now we have 40 animatronics here. Or if you consider phone guy as an animatronic, this is 40. That's pretty insane. Wow. This doesn't feel like 40. Okay, that's weird. Let's continue. This is tiring.
move throughout the vent system, they have a movement speed that can vary between animatronics. What this movement speed actually determines is a box in front of all of the animatronics that is normally invisible. Whenever the sprite for a character's head is no longer overlapping with their respective box, they'll teleport to the box's location. The speed value doesn't control the animatronic sprite directly, it controls this movement box. For the ease of time, here's everyone's starting movement speed in order from fastest to slowest.
So the fastest is Molten Freddy, then Withered Chica, F-Tone, Mango, then Ennard. How do I deal with this? I'm going to start with Molten Freddy, I guess. Molten Freddy, I don't really like you. Also, I don't really like you back in FNAF 6. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Molten! There you go. Why does Molten Freddy actually looks newer than the actual Freddy in FNAF 1. Modern Freddy, then who is it? Chica? Whether Chica is she's at the top. Wait, where is she? Where is she? There you are. Three, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, she looks absolutely terrifying. Wow. But she doesn't have just wait, does Willa Chica has eyebrows? I have to check that. She actually looks terrifying. I need Willa Chica, not oh my gosh. Willa Chica actually looks so terrifying. I just noticed that. Where is it? Where is it then? After Mango entered. After here we are. Springtrap. Ha. Then Mango. Mango is FNAF. FNAF. Wait, where's Mango? Mango? Oh, Mango is FNAF 2. Oh my gosh. Is that the top? Entered. Buddy, where are you? There you go. Wait, I have a question. If Ennard is the animatronic that's gonna combine all of the animatronics in sister location, Baby, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, like Ennard is the combination of them, like them being scrapped, then combined into Ennard. How do Baby, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, and Ennard appear at the same time? Like, Ennard cannot appear at the same time with any of those animatronics separated in sister location, because Ennard is the combination of all of them. You know? That doesn't make sense. I know this is UCN. I should stop asking questions. That doesn't make sense. But here's the question. The Ennard in UCN is different. And Ballora, yeah, if he is this is Ballora's eyeball. So if he is a combination of all the animatronics in sister location, how does he appear with other sister location animatronics who hasn't been scrapped, then combined to him? Like, they both cannot appear at the same time. UCN, this is the most controversy part in UCN. That's weird. Let's continue. So that's our speed.
However, vent animatronics won't keep the same speed for the entire night. Every 6 seconds, each animatronic will roll for their speed using an equation. For everyone except Molten Freddy, their speed can be a random number from 1 to half of their AI level. For Molten Freddy, his range is anywhere from 2 to half of his AI level plus 1. That covers movement speed. Now we can get into some...
Wait, so
1 to half of their AI.
So Molten Freddy won't likely...
However, vent animatronics won't keep the same speed for the entire night. Every 6 seconds...
Oh, so this is a starting speed.
Everyone's starting movement speed.
Okay. Starting speed. Okay. I want to say, wait, for starting speed, for anyone who in chat who knows physics, starting speeds... Oh my gosh. Because V0 equals to 8. Right? Because that's how you describe starting speed for anything that's related to physics. How's the number? 6531. That's interesting. I have never imagined that I would use math and physics in FNAF game. Okay, let's continue. So this is the starting speed. Then after...
For everyone except Molten Freddy, their speed can be a random number.
Speed equation. So like V equals to random number AI minus divided by 2. plus 1. So random AI divided by 2. If the AI is 20, divided by 2 is 10. Random 10 equals any number that's between 0 to 9, including 0 and 9. So that's how random works. V equals to random AI. Wait, lefty is different. Lefty is plus 2. Okay. Oops. Plus 2. Then plus 1 for every single animatronics down here. It feels weird that Molten Freddy is the fastest one. Like, he's so big. How the heck does he move so fast? I assume he has tentacles. He has tentacles to make him, like, move faster. He has the most legs among of those animatronics.
AI level. For Molten Freddy, his range is anywhere from 2 to half of his AI level plus 1. That covers movement speed. Now we can get into some unique differences for each vent animatronic. The vent system map has a bunch of different corners that animatronics can take to vary the length in their paths to the office, though they will always ultimately end up at the same place. However, different animatronics are much smarter and will choose more efficient pathways to get to the office. Mango will simply roll a 1 in 3 when entering the vent system to choose any of the 3 pathways.
So path number 1 is here. Wait, so this is path 1, path 2, and then path 3. So vent actually has 3 paths. Where's vent? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Vent system for front vent and 3 paths in total. Okay, we're almost done, chat. We're in now. I have written 40 animatronics right now, and this is everything. Trying to show you guys. Wow, this looks so satisfying. Damn. Okay, let's continue. So for Mango, she can pick 1 of 3 paths in vents.
Despite being the mastermind of the series, Springtrap sure is pretty stupid. He'll always take the longest path to your office.
Interesting. So we're being the mastermind of the game. Oh my gosh, I have to say that pick longest path in vents, despite being the mastermind of the game. I love that. I love that sentence so much. Despite being the mastermind of the game, Halftone will pick the longest path. Okay, please continue.
Every time he turns a corner in his path, his movement speed will be reset to 1. Joining him in this pathway is Withered Chica, who
wait, again, please. Every turn.
Speed will be reset to 1.
So every turn, reset to 1. Every turn, at every corner, as you say. Okay, please continue. Withered Chica.
1. Joining him in this pathway is Withered Chica, who works identically to Springtrap in both movement speed and pathing. I wonder if this was intentional for lore reasons. She was the first victim after all. Anyway, Ennard will always take the middle.
So Withered Chica is the exact same to Halftone. Reset. Let's go.
Path through the vents, and when turning corners, his movement speed is reset to 5.
Again, please.
Additional for lore reasons. She was the first victim after all. Anyway, Ennard will always take the middle path through the vents, and when turning corners, his movement speed is reset to 5.
Okay. So and where are you? Where are you? So he will pick middle path in vents. And then reset to 5 every EVRY every corner. Interesting.
He's also only partially visible for 20 frames once his character icon moves.
So you can't see them moving? That's so punishing.
Molten Freddy's pathing is the exact same as Ennard's, with his movement speed resetting to 5 on turns and always taking the middle path.
Hold on.
With his movement speed resetting to 5 on turns and always taking the middle path. The last differences we have to cover with vent animatronics is how their attack
So does Molten
is
Freddy?
the exact same as Ennard's, with his
Okay, it's the exact same as Ennard. Pick middle frame. And then reset to 5 at every corner. But he when he first starts moving, his movement speed is 8. So every time when he turns, he actually slows down. Interesting. Please continue.
movement speed resetting to 5 on turns and always taking the middle path. The last differences we have to cover with vent animatronics is how their attacks work and how they respond to vent snares. The vent snares work functionally the same as doors for some animatronics. When their icon overlaps a closed vent snare for 0.5 seconds, they'll bonk on it, awarding you a Faz coin and resetting them back to the start of the vent system.
The snares. What does the snare mean? I have to Google that. So it's like a trap. Okay. But I remember this doesn't work for every single animatronic. So it works for Mango. Putting the snare. Put snare at correct way to send her back. So it works for Mango, but I remember it doesn't work for every single animatronic.
Mangle and Withered Chica are the only animatronics
Yeah.
that can actually be blocked by the vent snare.
Okay, so and Withered Chica? Where are you? Let's go.
Springtrap, Molten Freddy, and Ennard simply do not care and will phase right through it. Once Mangle reaches the vent opening and the camera is up, she will immediately enter the office. From here, she can never leave. The vent opening and the camera is up, she will immediately enter the office. From here, she can never leave and will permanently add 1 to the noise. When the
Permanently add 1. So it doesn't go away.
camera is up, she has a 1 in 30 chance to jump scare you on every second interval.
Wow. Okay. Chance to kill when after she enters office when cam is up. Okay. And she's going to add 1 noise. She's going to add 1 noise forever. If enter. Let's go.
Withered Chica works similarly to Mango when reaching the vent opening. She'll just camp there indefinitely, then, if the vent door is open, she'll instantly get jammed in the vent the moment the cameras are up, leaving you unable to close the door. Once in this state, she has a 1 in 15 chance on every second interval when the cameras are up to get unstuck and jump scare you.
So this is going to be stuck there. That's pretty funny. Every 1 second. So he has a 15 1. It's not AI 31. Is it AI or 1? Oh my gosh. It's a 1 in 30 chance, not AI in 30 chance. 1 in 30 chance. And for Withered Chica is 1 in 15 to kill after she enters the office when camera is up every 1 second. And she was just going to be stuck at vent, unable to close. Right? Next.
When Withered Chica is stuck, she will block every animatronic from entering the office except for Mangle. Molten
Then how does Mango get in if Withered Chica is stuck at the vent door? Blocking everyone. Is that for Mango? Is that CPD for Mango? So Mango, what kind of superpower do you have?
Freddy, Springtrap, and Ennard's jump scare equations are all the exact same. Once they arrive at the vent opening, indicated by a sound cue from Molten Freddy and Ennard and a visual cue from Springtrap, they'll use this equation for their jump scare time.
Jump scare time. Interesting. I want... Box everyone when he's at vent. Is that for Mango? Alright. So this is the jump scare time. So this is how long you can jump scare time. Okay, I don't really understand. For 20 AI it is 200 frames. Yeah, 200 frames is like 3 seconds. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit longer than that. So, kill time. Kill time equals to 400 minus AI times 20 frames. Is that correct? I have the memory of a goldfish. No, it's 10. Okay. Same for everyone else. Same for F-Tone and Ennard. Yep. Alright. Whew.
On 20 AI, this equates to 3.33 seconds of reaction time. Once these 3.33 seconds are up, the moment the cameras are pulled up and they aren't blocked by the vent door or Withered Chica, they'll jump scare you. Though there is actually a really weird quirk with Molten Freddy's jump scare that doesn't apply to anyone else. Remember earlier when we were talking about how movement speed works? Whenever the sprite of a character's head is no longer making contact with the movement box, they'll teleport to it. Well, the game uses this same system for jump scares. Whenever the character sprite is touching this kill box here, the kill timer begins to count up. However, the sound cues for Molten Freddy and Ennard and the visual cue for Springtrap won't activate until they're actually inside the box. For Springtrap and Ennard, this doesn't matter, but because of Molten Freddy's giant head, he can actually overlap with the kill box before playing his sound cue. In some cases, he could even just jump scare you outright without ever playing the cue, making him kinda unfair sometimes.
That's so funny! Basically just because his head is so big. When like he is going to enter the kill box earlier than any of the other vent animatronics. Okay, so the method to deal with those guys. So can you just close the vent to make them go away? I'm not sure. I'm still going to write this a close vent. Close front vent. Oh my gosh. See, Molten Freddy actually plays audio when he's at vent. Okay, same for Ennard. He plays audio as well. For any other animatronic, they are visible at the front vent. Okay, so close front vent for every single animatronic. Oh gosh. And then I want to do something different with this. So I'm going to add another box over here. So it looks better. Box. Despite So this is pretty funny. Earlier, if you guys don't know, he was saying that despite being the mastermind of the game, Afton is the dumbest vent animatronic out of all, vent animatronic. He will always pick the longest path inside the vents to get to you. That's pretty funny. Okay, this looks a lot better. Nice. Oops. I wonder how many people in this world will do stuff like me. One by one, writing the video game guidebook myself. But I'm actually really interested in doing stuff like these. This is why I know I can just play UCN myself to learn, kind of learn as I play. But, this is my hobby and I really like doing this. So, I'm just going to continue. Okay. Story time. I was going to have a haircut today. I know my hair is a little bit too long. I was going to go do a haircut, but earlier this morning, I had giant headache. And as this kind of a side headache, it's just going to be very painful over here. So I was going to get a haircut, but this morning I had a headache, so I took some medicine, I took some painkillers to kind of rest my head a little bit, and then this afternoon I had a headache again, so it's twice this day. I have headache twice today. So I have to cancel the haircut. I'm gonna go have a haircut tomorrow to kind of make myself look better for the camera. I know. So I don't know why I am so recently. It's been a lot of pain for me for the headache part. Like I have a giant headache every single day when I wake up. Like it's making me so afraid when I first wake up, Because every single day recently, every single day when I wake up, I had a giant headache accompany me as I wake up. That is so crappy. I don't know if you guys know. Let me Google the exact English word for that. Because I know the Chinese word. This thing. My
Migraine.
Migraine. There we go. That is my problem for every single day when I wake up, and it happens twice today. It's so annoying. Is that what helps? Oh. I was like,
That's all
what
for
does
our
Molten Freddy
animatronics.
sound like?
Now we can
That's
move on
what.
to our third and last system within the camera monitor, and that's the duct system. In the ducts, there are 5 animatronics.
Nice. We have so the vent animatronic is done, and we have the 5 last animatronic among the 50 animatronics, which is the mediocre melodies in FNAF 6. That's all of them. So Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, Pigpatch, Nat Bear. Who am I missing? Okay, Orville the Elephant. Okay, let's go. Dark animatronic.
Mediocre
Whew.
melodies. Similar to the vent animatronics, they all share common traits, but have unique differences. Instead of working with movement speed, duct animatronics operate on movement opportunities and intervals. For all 5 duct animatronics, they have an AI and 30 chance to move, though their intervals do differ a bit. Happy Frog's interval is 1 second, Mr. Hippo's is every 0.95 seconds, Pigpatch and Orville both move on 0.9 second intervals, and Ned Bear moves on 0.85 second intervals.
Okay, that's our sequence. The frog, the hippo, the pig, the elephant, and Freddy. The frog. Heavy frog, you're first. And I need 5 other column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the last 5 animatronics. For selectable animatronic, I also have a non-selectable animatronic. Let's go. Happy frog. Wait, what's his name? I forgot. Is it Happy Frog? Yeah. He looks happy. That's super funny. And the frog, the hippo, Mr. Hippo. Oops. Mr. Hippo. Hippo, give me your picture. Thank you. Like the description on the Wikipedia over here is the description on the menu of UCN. I don't want to use these. I want to make a guidebook myself. Pigpatch. Pig. Forgot to copy and paste the pig. The elephant, Orville. Orville. How do you spell Orville? Orville. Okay. Memorization. Let's go. Orville. Elephant. Is that correct? Orville. Yep. And Nat Bear. He looks so goofy. That's so interesting. Nat Bear. Nat Bear. Did I spell it correctly? There we go. So I kind of want to see. So with Happy Frog, she moves through the air ducts, making her way towards me. Use the audio lure to keep her in pace. So this is the audio lure. Audio lure. They're all the same. They use the audio lure heater to keep me at bay. But can be pushed back with the heater, so the elephant works kind of different. Let's go. Let's see how they work.
Now, here's what's actually going on with the duct animatronic movement. Basically, the duct animatronics...
Wait, I forgot. They have a AI 3 chance to move.
On 0.8.
Okay, so this is the movement chance. This is 0.95. Okay, every 1 second. Let's copy and paste this. This is 0.95 for the hippo, and then 0.9 for the pig, also the elephant, and then 0.85 for Nat Bear. So Nat Bear is most likely going to be moving in their duck system. Interesting. Whew. Oh my gosh, my
8
butt hurts.
5-second intervals. Now, here's what's actually going on with the duct animatronic movement. Basically, the duct animatronics will choose a square that they're currently overlapping, then on a successful movement, they'll move to it. Within the duct system, you have two main tools to fend off the mediocre melodies, those being the audio lure and the heater.
Audio lure!
Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, and Pig Patch are all fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure, meaning they can be completely locked in place by it.
Okay, I've heard this before. The frog, the hippo, and the pig, basically if you place audio right here, they will never come to you, just like FNAF 6. If you place FNAF 6 audio at the bottom right corner, you just don't have to deal with the right vent, like at all. Okay, I'm going to photo this. And that is for the frog, the hippo, and the pig. So the counter attack is to place audio lure at left. I'll have a keep him there forever. And I'll have a picture of it. Nice. That looks nice. Same for the hippo, the pig. Okay, so basically just place it there. Interesting. Alright, continue.
Fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure, meaning they can be completely locked in place by it. This is why you'll always see people place an audio lure at the very left of the duct system in the beginning of 50-20 strategies, because with the right duct closed and an audio lure on the left side, Mr. Hippo, Pig Patch, and Happy Frog literally have no way to get to your
With
answer.
a right duct close. Okay. Right duct. Okay. Please be smaller, thank you. And then, oh my gosh. Go back. So do you have to close the right stack like forever? Oh my gosh. Alright.
However, Nedbear and Orville are a little bit smarter. Nedbear is only fooled 50% of the time by the audio lure, and Orville is only fooled 10% of the time by the audio lure.
10%?
The other main tool for the player to use against the duct
That's even lower than FNAF 6. In FNAF 6, the lowest one is 25%. That is going to be lured by the audio.
It's only fooled 10% of the time by the audio lure. The other main tool for the player to use against the duct animatronics is the heater, though like the lure, 10% of the time by the audio lure, and Orville is only fooled 10% of the time by the audio lure. The other main
Okay, so oh my gosh, can you be smaller, please? Okay, so let's done with the first three, and then I have these two to deal with. So elephant is the smartest. 10% being lured. And for Nedbear is 50%.
tool for the player to use against the duct animatronics is the heater, though like the lure, it affects every animatronic differently. Happy Frog is completely immune to the heater. Mr. Hippo and Pig Patch work the exact same.
What do you mean by immune to heater?
When the heater is on, a 1 in 50 chance is ran every 0.1 seconds. If this check succeeds, they will be pushed back. Also, I should probably mention here that when an animatronic gets pushed back, they go the whole way back to the entrance of the ducts, and it's random which of the starting entrances they'll go to. The heater is the most
Interesting.
of the
So they have
probably mention here 0.1 seconds. Same. When the heater is on, a 1 in 50 chance is ran every 0.1 seconds. If this check succeeds, they will be pushed back.
okay. For the hippo, the pig. Yep. 1 in 50 per 0.1 second chance to be pushed back to entrance. So there are actually 2 entrances, but they're just going to pick one of the entrances to be pushed back. Okay, interesting. Let's continue.
Also, I should probably mention here that when an animatronic gets pushed back, they go the whole way back to the entrance of the ducts, and it's random which of the starting entrances they'll go to. The heater is the most effective against Ned Bear and Orville. Instead of a 1 in 50 chance every 0.1 seconds, this check will instead be ran every single frame. Interestingly, the heater isn't guaranteed to work on any of the 5 animatronics, so with bad enough luck, everyone can just completely ignore it even if it's on the entire night.
But the heater is going to add temperature, and temperature is going to affect Jacko Chica or other animatronics, but the only animatronic I can think of right now is Jacko Chica. So you have a 1 in 50 per frame chance to be pushed back to entrance.
As far as attacks work, every duct animatronic works the exact same. If they're sitting in an open duct, they'll begin counting the amount of total seconds you've been in the cams. Once you've been in the cams for a cumulative 0.5 seconds, they'll have a 50% chance to jump scare you. If they're sitting they'll begin counting the amount of total seconds you've been in the cams. Once you've been in the cams, as far as attacks work, every duct animatronic works the exact same. If they're sitting in an open duct, they'll begin counting the amount of total seconds you've been in the cams. Once you've been in the cams for a cumulative 0.5 seconds, they'll have a 50% chance to jump scare you. If they're sitting at a closed duct for a total of 30 seconds, they'll have a 1 in 3 chance to return to the middle.
Wow, what the heck?
Section of the ducts. And that finally covers the in the cams. Once you've been in the cams for a cumulative 0.5 seconds, they'll have a 50% chance to jump scare you. If they're sitting at a closed duct for a total of 30 seconds, they'll have a 1 in 3 chance to return to the middle section of the duct.
The closed duct. So it's not the closest duct, it's the closed duct. What? Hello, lady! And he donuts? I'm sorry if I can't pronounce it. Thank you for coming to the stream. If the heater is on with no audio, Happy Frog will jump scare you. If the heater is on with no audio lure. Okay, thank you for the information. But I think if I am playing the game, I will not take away the audio. Because they say that if you have to be placing the audio at the left here, so these 3 animatronics will never come to your office. So I don't think I will be, like when I was playing FNAF 6, audio lure is always on. I don't think I will close the audio lure, but thank you. Happy Frog will jump scare me. Okay, let me add that. So hold on. What was I doing? Okay, so let me do the kill attack first. For 0.5 second at kill duct has 50% chance to kill every 0.5 second, and same works for every single Doc animatronic. Nat Bear just he looks so goofy. Okay, so the method to deal with Doc animatronic for Happy Frog as Lady and he Donut said, just plays audio lore. Yeah, and for those two, how do you deal with them? Heater can send them back, but they cannot 100% be sent back. Just basically turn on Heater and pray that they will go back. Is this how you deal with the elephant and the bear? Turn on the heater and pray that they'll go back, because they have a 1 in 50% chance per frame to be sent back, but that is most likely is going to happen. But what if it doesn't happen? You know? Okay, so wow, this has a lot to deal with luck. I feel like it has a lot more to deal with luck than FNAF 6. And FNAF 6, I feel like it's almost everything in FNAF 6 is about luck. This game is even more crazy. Okay, so that's for Dock animatronics. Basically, for Dock animatronics, you just have to control the heater. You don't want the heater to be too high because the temperature. The Dock animatronics are the worst to get rid of. And Night Marionette. Yeah, I have been hearing that people say Night Marionette is really demanding, like he is really hard to deal with. But don't you just have to like move away the cursor? Just don't place your cursor on top of Night Marionette. Like, I feel like it's really easy for me to imagine to deal with this guy, Night Marionette. But a lot of people say that he's really hard to deal with. And in fact, when I watched this video describing how to deal with 40-20 mode, he's like, in 40-20 mode, you have 10 animatronics disabled, right? Because in total is 50. So one of those 10 animatronics is Night Marionette, because he is one of the hardest animatronics to deal with, just as you say. But I will see how hard it is to deal with him when I play the game myself. I haven't played it, but I will be playing it.
Finally covers the first 50 animatronics. But there still is 6 secret animatronics, DD and Zor, to cover. DD
is DD selectable? Wait, oh my gosh, it's okay. DD is not selectable. So right now I have finished every single animatronic, selectable animatronic in UCN, which are all of these. Wow, look at those stuffs. They look so satisfying. That's everything in UCN. That's not everything. That's basically the mechanics and selectable animatronics. Yeah, and right now let's take on non-selectable animatronics. Let's go. Hold on, let me add a 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap. Let me just adjust it a little bit. Okay, fine. So, oh my gosh. How many animatronics? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is fine. Let's finish those 8 animatronics. So
is a secret character that can add character to the night when she appears. At the beginning of the night, 4 1 in 10 chances are rolled, then added together.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
The first 50 animatronics. But there still is 6 secret animatronics, DD and Zor, to cover.
6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 8. DD, where are you? DD. Are they at the same? Are they the same category? I guess I'll put them in the same category here. So DD and Zor. What is the full name of DD? Let me see. Oh, it's just DD. It's not DD. It's DD. Interesting. Alright, and Zor. So is Zor just like a... He's just like the black and white version of DD. That seems pretty lazy. Also kind of funny. Alright, so I want this on page 2. Thank you. Let's take a look at the description. DD can appear at random and either increase the difficulty of the character or add a new character to the night, set to an unknown difficulty, including any of the ones listed above that are not already on the character's select screen. When playing in 50/20 mode, instead of DD, a new animatronic called Zor will appear regardless of whether or not DD Repel is active. She is black and white. Oh, it's a she! Ida's engaging around the office accompanied with garbled audio playing before calling her entire roster, one after another in the order of whatever. Plush Trap, Nightmare Chica Bonnet, Mini I can't pronounce, and Lobit. She also can very rarely appear in normal play, but she will be appearing pretty much a lot in 50/20 mode. Okay.
DD is a secret character that can add character to the night when she appears. At the beginning of the night, 4 1 in 10 chances are rolled, then added together. Whatever this number results in is the amount of times that DD will be added into the night. When she spawns in, it
amounts of DD spawns max of 4. Okay. DD spawns max of 4 times. How do I deal with this? A max of 4 times. Okay.
It happens on 45-second intervals. DD can't just add any character though. It happens on 40. Hilton is the amount of times that DD will be added into the night. When she spawns in, it happens on 45-second intervals.
Okay. Wow. There are so many things to deal with.
DD can't just add any character though. She's only able to add 22 characters from the main roster, who are all pictured on screen here.
But the description says any character. The description says she can list any, including any of the ones listed above. But apparently it's just these guys. Okay. So wait, let me see. She can add Nightmare now, which is pretty demanding. She can add I'm trying to think. Foxy is also really hard to deal with. Also Bonnie, Wither Bonnie. So wow, she can actually add a lot of not so easy animatronic into the night. Add animatronics. Alright, so the animatronic she's going to add is can you make it smaller please? Alright, these 22. Okay. Continue please.
And all of the 6 secret characters.
Oh, that's sad. Why didn't you appear earlier? It's blocked by the tower part. It's fine. So the secret character, basically those are all the non-selectable character. Interesting.
Dee Dee can also increase the AI of one of these characters if they're already present, though she can only bump this AI value up to a max of 10, and will only be able to bump a character up if their AI is less than 5.
Add AI to max of 10 when AI is lower than 5. Okay, understood. Please continue.
Zor, or XOR, is essentially an upgraded version of Dee Dee. When the point value of a knight is set to exactly 10,000, Zor's spawn chance will increase from 1 in 1,000 on a normal knight to a 1/2 chance on every 10-second interval.
Wow. So 10,000. I actually want to separate these two characters. Thank you. And okay, hold on, let me change one thing real fast. This has to be changed to this thing. No, it's not. It is. Wait. Nice. So he has a 1 in 1,000 chance to appear. Too much button. To in normal night. Half chance to have a chance every, is it 10 seconds? I remember 10 seconds when what value is 10,000? I forgot. In the menu.
Up if their AI is less than 5. Zor, or XOR, is essentially an upgraded version of Dee Dee. When the point value of a knight is
point value. Is it 10,000 yet? Point value equals to 10,000. Okay.
to exactly 10,000, Zor's spawn chance will increase from 1 in 1,000 on a normal night to a 1/2 chance on every 10-second interval. Zor actually becomes visible on 11 seconds, 21 seconds, 31 seconds, and so on. So we're going to refer to Zor spawns by these intervals. Also, note that Zor cannot spawn after 251, making this the latest possible Zor spawn with odds of 1 in 131,000.
What?
Making this the latest possible Zor spawn with... Note that Zor cannot spawn after 251, making this the latest possible Zor spawn with odds of 1 in 131,000.
Interesting. How does this number came out? How do people calculate this? So you cannot spawn after 2:51 a.m.? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so what do you guys do?
Once Zor spawns, they'll add 6 secret characters in the exact same order every time. The order is Shadow Bonnie, Plus Trap, Nightmare Chica, Bonnet, Mini Renas, then Lolbit.
Well, okay. This goes to here. So it's Shadow Bonnie. I can't remember every single one of them. Shadow Bonnie, Plush Trap, Nightmare Chica. I can't remember their name. Plush Trap, Nightmare Chica. This is memorization challenge. Toy Freddy's. What is your name? Bonnet. Mini I have to check their names. What is your name? Mini Rina. Okay. Is that correct? Bonus, Mini Rina, and who's the last one? Oh my god, a little bit. Okay. In sequence. Nice. You're on Wednesday of FNAF 6? It's so hard, okay. Because of Scrap Trap. Okay. I have to say, congratulations on making to Wednesday, and hopefully you can make it. Are you on completion certificate? Because when I was beating completion, and I also, the first time I died is on Wednesday. Because Wednesday I think is starting to get a little bit difficult. As when the first time I got jump scared is on Wednesday. And it gets harder and harder. So, actually I hate completion certificate the most. I think completion is harder than blacklisted. Because in completion, you have to salvage every animatronic every single night. So they are going to be added to every single night. You have to deal with animatronics. But in blacklisted, you have the option to not salvage them. So you basically just have to deal with every single animatronic on Saturday, not on Wednesday to Friday. So blacklisted is safe until you deal with Saturday. So good luck with your Wednesday, and good luck with after Wednesday. It took me a while to beat completion, but I'm sure with patience you can do it, because I do it with patience as well. It's a pain in the ass.
Each of these secret characters will be added 7 seconds after the last one.
7 seconds after the last one. Okay. In sequence, 7 seconds after the last one. Let's go.
Though
Yeah.
some will require a cam flip to actually activate. First up is Shadow Bonnie. Once the cam
Wait, so is this like a different character right now? Shadow Bonnie's real name is RWQFSFASXC. What does this mean? Does this have any meaning? Is this like a secret code or something? I'm not sure. So... I remember Shadow's Bonnie showing appearance in chance in FNAF 2 is like really low. I remember it's even lower than Golden Freddy. I'm not sure, but so that's Shadow Bonnie. Alright. Makes it even more crazy to think that somebody had it appear. That's crazy. Alright. I think this is weird. This looks a little bit weird. Let me see. Nope. Nope. What is the... I'm choosing the right one. That's weird. Okay. That's fine. So for Shadow Bonnie, let's go. How does Shadow Bonnie work? He will cause my office to become pitch black for about 10 seconds. There's no way to avoid him. Wow. Such a great description.
cameras are up for 7 seconds after Zora is spawned, up is Shadow Bonnie. Once the cameras are up for 7 seconds after Zora is spawned, Shadow Bonnie will appear when the cameras are dropped. He'll darken the office and the doors for 20 seconds. Plushtrap is up next, and out of all...
He will darken. So, can you use a flashlight? I'm not sure. So he will spawn 7 seconds after Zor appears. And spawn 7 seconds after sword appears, he will. What will he do? Black out the office for 20 seconds. Whoa. And how do you deal with him?
Of these characters, he is by far the most important of the secret characters.
Flash trap. There you go. Flash trap. What do you do?
He'll appear in Funtime Foxy's camera and will require you to look at him until he goes away for the rest of the night. When Plushtrap spawns on this chair is always 14 seconds after when Zor spawns. If Zor spawns at 11 seconds, Plushtrap will appear at 25 seconds. If Zor spawns at 21 seconds, Plushtrap will appear at 35 seconds, and so on. Once Plushtrap spawns in, he generates a random value between 700 and 1199. This will be the value that defines how much progress he has until he attacks. His progress will then begin to rapidly increase at a rate of 1 per frame. If he finishes progressing to his kill stage, Plushtrap will jump scare you on
Is it 1 per
how
frame?
much progress he has until he attacks. His progress will then begin to rapidly increase at a rate of 1 per frame. If he finishes progressing to his kill stage, Plushtrap will jump scare you on the next camera flip. However, he can be cam stall with the monitor down if you're selected on Funtime Foxy's camera, and will wait until you click off to jump scare you. When watching Plushtrap, you'll have to watch him for a collective 100 frames, or about 1.66 seconds. If you end up clicking off of his camera or pulling the cameras down, the amount that you've watched Plushtrap will save and you can finish watching him at a later time. Also, it's important to note that you can watch Plushtrap when the cameras are disabled, whether it be through Bonnie or Ballora. Next up, note that you can watch Plushtrap when the cameras are disabled. And finish watching him at a later time. Also, it's important to note that you can watch Plushtrap when the cameras are disabled, whether it be through Bonnie or Ballora. Next up is Nightmare Chica.
Okay. That was TMI, chat. But I can't get it. He looks so derpy. Okay, so he will appear at Pirates Cove 14 seconds after Zor spawns. I can't spell. 14 seconds after Zor spawns. So the way pick a number between. So his reaction time, the reaction time is number, any number, random. No, is number between. I forgot the number. I forgot the downward part. The top one is 1099, maybe.
In, he generates a random value between 700 and
700. So here's an example. 15.33 seconds? Is it?
1,100. First will then begin to rapidly increase.
15.35. And then, yeah, and then look at him for 100 frames. It is approximately 1.66 seconds. Don't ask me why I remember it. 1.66 seconds for when and he gets away. Even when Kim is disabled. So if Bonnie appears, he will disable the camera. What I heard is that he can be camera stole even when the camera is broken. That's what I heard. Okay. So let's press. That's Plush Trap. So actually, Zor is very important. Zor is like the key for every single animatronic here. So what makes 50-20 difficult is that Zor will appear a lot. Basically, these guys are going to appear. So how do you deal with DD? DD can't really deal with DD and can't really deal with Zor. You can't deal with Shadow Bonnie. You can't do with Plush Trap. So it's like none. None. You can't do anything. But also they won't do too much to you. Since they just spawn character. Like they won't do much. Okay. Next. Who's next?
Increase at a rate of 1 per frame. If he finishes progressing off to jump scare you. When watching Plush Trap, you'll have to watch him for a collective 100 frames, or about 1.6 that you've watched Plush Trap will save, and you can finish watching him at a later time. Also, it's important to note that you can watch Plush Trap when the cameras are disabled, whether it be through Bonnie or Ballora. Next up is Nightmare Chica. As we've already
Why Sniper Chica is non-selectable character? That's really cool. Like he is yeeted from the 100 FNAF 4 characters. Nightmare Chica. There you go, buddy. Wow, she looks absolutely terrifying.
discussed, Nightmare Chica's spawn is directly tied to when Zor appears, with a 21-second difference from the initial Zor spawn. An 11-second Zor will have a 32-second Nightmare Chica, a 21-second Zor 42-second Chica, and so on. Nightmare Chica's progress is defined by the position at the top of her beak. Basically, it starts at negative 710, and once it reaches 0, you get jump scared. Nightmare Chica's jaws will
Again, please.
Zor will have a 32-second Nightmare Chica, a 21-second Zor 42-second Chica, and so on. Nightmare Chica's progress is defined by the position at the top of her beak. Basically, it starts at negative 710, and once it reaches 0, you get jump scared.
Whoa! That's so cool. Okay, so beak beak value starts at minus 710. Jump scare kills with 0. That's interesting. So I know this. I actually know this. I've seen this, like the little T's appearing from UCN before. I have watched a little bit of UCN, but I never know what this is. So it is Nightmare Chica. This is so interesting. This is so cool.
Nightmare Chica's jaws will close at a rate of 1 per frame. The power AC will raise the jaw back up at a rate of 4 per frame. If you can...
Okay, so... okay. Close jaw by 1 per frame. And then AC on opens jaw by 5 per frame. Nice.
Get her jaw position back to negative 710, she will disappear for the rest of the night. This
Alright.
means that you can have the AC on exactly when Nightmare Chica appears to instantly get rid of her. You won't even see her on screen. Bonnet is next in the order. Once 28...
So basically, just to deal with Chica, just basically turn on AC. But 5 per frame and to 710. Not sure it takes less than 10 seconds or 5 seconds, I guess. Nice. Next is... Who's next? Bonnet? Yep. Oh gosh. I have never been studying with such a good spirit in my entire life. Even for my school study. This is so funny.
Seconds have passed from the initial Zor spawn, Bonnet will be activated.
8:28. Okay.
Once activated, Bonnet has a 1/2 chance to appear on 5-second intervals. Once her nose has been clicked, she has a 1-minute cooldown before she's reactivated. Our second to last animatronic is Mini.
On 5-second interval. And then so you have to click on him. Is it a he or a she? Is Bonnet? Bonnet is a he, right? So like in the previous game, she will walk across the office and must be stopped up clicking on her nose. It's a she. Damn. Click on her nose. Do you have to aim for the nose? That's insane. Her nose is incredibly small. What if I click on her eyeballs or something? It's just not gonna work. And well, goes away for 1 minute after clicking on her. Alright. Is it the last? Oh my gosh, who's the last? Who hasn't appeared? No, we have the last two. Mini Rena and Lobit.
Arena 2. Mini Arena 2 will queue their spawn 35 seconds after Zor has spawned.
35. Mini Rena, I need your picture. Hey guys, I love these guys in Help Wanted too. Like you can just grab them with your VR glove and then just throw them away. You just eat them into the void, you know? It's very funny. So they can spawn 35 seconds after Zor appears. Oh my gosh. Nope. wrong one.
And they will require a cam flip to spawn. Once they're on your screen, they'll stay there for 33.33 seconds before disappearing on the next camera flip. Once they're gone, they won't return for the rest of the night. And finally, our last animatronic.
What? 30? Am I hearing?
Once they're on your screen, they'll stay there for 33.33 seconds.
33 seconds! That's so punishing! Stays. Oh my gosh. Stays on screen for 33.33 seconds when spawn. Wow. Won't go away for the rest of night. If disappear. So how do you deal with them? Mini Arena? How do you deal with them? When summoned, several mini arenas will appear and block the player's view. Unlikely in the previous game, the effect is temporary, and that is not temporary. 33 seconds is not temporary. And the mini arenas will leave after a short time, usually about an in-game hour. Why is it different? 45 seconds, whatever. So it's long. So you just have to The counter attack for mini arena is to look inside the little holes. Like they're pretty much blocking the screen, right? So you gotta look at the places that they are not blocking. I guess you can kind of see because they are not blocking every single corner in the entire screen.
Before disappearing on the next camera flip. Once they're gone, they won't return for the rest of the night. And finally, our last animatronic,
Lolbit. Is Lolbit from Sister Location? I remember he or she is, right? The last one, chat. Lolbit. After this, I still have Easter egg basic mechanics 40, 45, 49, and 50, 20 mode to study. But I won't do that in the stream. But I am going to add. But what about this? Fredbear. What the heck is this? I'll take a look at him later. I should look at Lolbit first. Dang. She's funny. So how do you deal with Lolbit? When summoned, Lolbit's face will appear on the screen with the words "Please stand by," blocking the player's view, preventing them from using the cameras or doors, and adding about 3 bars to the nose meter. So whenever he appears, like Music Man is going to go crazy. The player must type "LOL" on their keyboard to make it disappear. What the heck is this? That's so funny.
Lolbit. Despite being our last animatronic, Lolbit is considerably less threatening than he was in Sister Location. You retain control of all of your doors and tools when he's present. He'll just make a ton of noise and requires LOL to be pressed on the keyboard to go away. Lolbit has a 1/2 chance to spawn on every 5-second interval, 42 seconds after Zor spawns. Once you get rid of him once, he'll never return. If your LNO keys are broken, Lolbit will naturally despawn after 16.66 seconds. And that covers...
Okay, wait, I forgot about the chains.
Lolbit has a 1/2 chance to spawn on every 5-second interval, 42 seconds after Zor.
One have a half chance to spawn. Spawns, can't spell. Spawns after 35 plus 7, 42 seconds after Zor appears. And then 50% to spawn every 5 seconds. Is it 5 seconds? That's a lot. So the counter attack is to type LOL. Does it have to be all capital? I'm not sure. On keyboard. So basically he's just going to add 3 noise. And then what?
Spawns. Once you get rid of him once, he'll never return. If your LNO keys are broken, Lolbit will naturally despawn after 16.66 seconds.
Okay. Blocking the screen. Okay. And is that all of the animatronics?
And that covers every single animatronic in Ultimate Custom Night. Now, before we see how everything comes together for all the different 50/20 strategies, I do want to cover the various Easter eggs that you can see in this.
Okay, so that's Easter egg, but there is one character here, Fredbear. Should the player set the night to only have Golden Freddy at 1 difficulty, then upon using the dash coin on Golden Freddy, Fredbear will jump scare the player and end the night. This cannot occur, however, if DD appears during the night. So it is possibly a character, but I think it's going to be put as an Easter egg. I think it will be put as an Easter egg. So, okay. That's everything. That's every single animatronic here in UCN. That you guys take a look at what I have been doing for the past over, I think it's about 10 hours or less, I'm not sure. So I start from the introducing the office. These are the mechanics and the controls, which is on the keyboard. Then the 3 systems, which are camera, vent, and duct. The tools, the power silent ventilation, heater, power AC, global music box, desk fan. And how the power works, the noise, the heat, and the ventilation. Then the fast coins. Then I describe about the animatronics. First, the selectable animatronics, which are the ones you see on the screen. So this is how I use animatronics, behaviors, AI equation, and counter strategy. Oh yes, I have to do this. Okay. So these are the 4 columns how I divide them into how I describe them. So here's Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, Chica, Toy Freddy. I think Toy Freddy is really cool because he's playing FNAF in a game. He's playing a game in an actual game. That's really cool. So Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Balloon Boy, JJ, Wheelet Bonnie, Golden Freddy, Puppet, Phantom Mango, Phantom Freddy, Phantom Balloon Boy, Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, Circus Baby, Nightmare Mango, Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare, Jacko Chica, Nightmare BB, Old Man Consequences, Ballora, Nightmare Annette, which is weird, Funtime Foxy, Trash in the Gang, Helpy, Rockstar Freddy, Rockstar Bonnie, Rockstar Chica, and Rockstar Foxy. Music Man, L-Chip, Funtime Chica, Scrap Baby, Afton, Lefty, Film Guy, Molten Freddy, Wheeler Chica, Springtrap, Mango, Annard, Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, Pigpatch, Orville Elephant, Nesbear. That's all selectable characters in UCN, and every single one, including how they work, their AI equation, and how to deal with them. And I'm going to add another column to the top. Alright, this is how we deal with them. So here are the non-selectable characters, aka what we have just been doing. So hold on. Go back. Dizzy, and one of our key character, which is Zor. Zor is going to spawn any of the characters down below, which is Shadow Bonnie, Plush Trap. Why is Plush Trap like this? Okay, Plush Trap, Nightmare Chica, Bonus, Mini Rena, and Lowbit. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the 58 animatronics in UCN. Okay. So right now I still have some Easter eggs and of course how 50/20 mode to study before I stream UCN. But before any of that, I will be able to stream UCN real fast. So tune in for that, and thank you so much everyone who joined this stream. This stream is kind of different. It's just kind of shows off how I do stuff before I play a game. Like, this is what I do for FNAF 6. I'll let you guys see FNAF 6. Where is it? FNAF 6 didn't take it too long. I took about less than 5 hours to study. So this is what I have been studying for FNAF 6. But before I streamed FNAF 6, I did a lot of homework. Basically like this. I don't do this for every single game. It's going to kill me. But I do want to do this for games that I am particularly interested in. These are everything I have studied for FNAF 6. And this is downloadable. You can download this on one of my video, which is right here. I have a video describing how I get every single certificate, which is this video right here. And yeah, so after I finished studying UCN, Ooh, look at that. That's not even finished yet. This is not every single one of them. But after I finish this, I will be able to stream the game. Of course, 50/20 mode if I can do it. How many pages is that? 23 page. Maybe this can become a book and maybe you guys can get it. Okay, so that's everything for this stream today. It's a little bit different, but thank you guys. Thank you everyone for joining. And probably the next stream will be me playing UCN or some other games. Like, this is just a chill stream. I say it's chill, but it's not really chill because there are a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so thank you all for everyone who has joined. And I will see you guys next time. I'll let you guys know when's the next time I will be streaming. So sub to the channel if you want. Have a good night. Have a good dream. Or a good day, everyone. Bye. Peace out. Alright, I have to stop the stream manually this time. Peace out, guys. Bye.